America, which is known as Babylon according to the Bible. Let you know the true children of Israel are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Alright, with that being said, also let you know the so-called white man is the devil. Alright? And let you know the other nations also, and to sum it up, they're not going to make it in the second coming of the Lord. Because guess what? The second coming of the Lord is going to be what? By fire. Alright? Which is the second death. Because the first death was the flood. Alright? So this death is going to be by that fire, which is them thermonuclear missiles. Alright? And the only people that's going to be saved is Israelites and the elect of Israel. You got that for the second death?
Peter chapter 3, verse 5. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the power of heavens, which were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished.
Yeah, that's talking about the flood. All right, Noah and the ark. All right. That's what that's talking about. Okay, go ahead.
But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
Yeah, that's talking about these times. Alright? He says he's not going to destroy the world by water anymore. Alright? Then he turned around and said he's going to destroy it by fire. So, okay? Verse 6.
Revelations 20 and verse 6. Revelations 20 and 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire.
Yeah, death and hell were cast in the lake of fire, which ultimately disproves hell, because how can hell be cast into hell? If hell's the lake of fire, how could death and hell be cast into it? Alright, so that shuts down that whole hell doctrine. Alright, go ahead.
This is the second death.
That's the second death. The death and hell is talking about this wickedness. Alright, sin is death. Alright, the white man's society. And lake of fire is talking about the thermonuclear missiles, man. Alright, also that sting of death. Alright, for the Israelites. And the whole good mitzvah up to 1,000 years. Alright, so that sting of death is going to be cast into the lake of fire. Alright, that lake of fire is going to be over here in North America, which is also known as the USA. Alright, America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire by the Russians. Alright? Matter of fact, jump up to verse 7.
Revelations 20 and 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
Yep, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. That's talking about the Renaissance period. Because you had the Dark Ages, and then Satan was loose after that 1,000 years, which is the Renaissance, and then America was established. Alright, that's what it's talking about. Alright, go ahead.
And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth.
Yeah, and how they deceive them? With the Caesar bullshit. Alright? With all kind of lies, man. We're going to get into that. Go ahead.
Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle.
Yep, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle. And guess who Gog and Magog is? It's Russia. Alright? Because guess what? All this bullshit America's pulling, it ain't doing nothing but pushing for Gog and Magog to come out. Which is, it's through the spirit. Alright? Go ahead.
The number of whom is as the sand of the sea. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and encompassed the camp of the saints about and the beloved city. The fire came down from the Most High out of heaven and devoured them.
That's right, because it's going to be a thermonuclear war. All right? Give me that in Isaiah. When it says 9 and 5. Give me 9 and 5. Isaiah 9 and 5. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. Yeah, it says we're going to go to battle. It says America's going to go to battle with Gog and Magog. Or just to go off the scripture itself to be more particular, it's going to be a battle with Gog and Magog, which is Russia. Okay? So it says every battle is with confused noise and hollering. You know, when you watch some war movies, they're running around, even in the regular movies, you watch Black Hawk Down, you know? It's with confused noise and hollering. All right, go ahead.
And garments rolled in blood.
And garments rolled in blood. Go ahead.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
But this battle, this World War III, shall be with burning and fuel of fire, which are the thermonuclear missiles, man. And it's going to drop smack dab on America. All right? And none shall miss his mark, according to the scriptures, okay? All right, they got more than that? No, that should be it. I wanted to go into Revelation chapter 12 because we was talking about the lies, all right? Because it said they shall go forth and deceive the nations, right? Got that? Yeah.
Revelations 12 and verse 1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
Yeah, that woman represents the nation of Israel, right? That crown, the 12 stars, the 12 tribes. Okay, go ahead.
And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered.
And guess who that child, she been with child with? It's Israel. I mean, not Israel, Slakia, I was shot. Okay, go ahead.
And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head.
Now, in that particular situation, that dragon is talking about Rome. You know, also in Revelation, you might go later on into the chapter, it'll be talking about America. But at the end of the day, it's talking about Esau. All right? Because America is the reincarnation of Rome, of the Roman Empire. All right? So in this particular verse, it's talking about Rome. Because why we say that? Read it again. You got to go based off the context of the scriptures. Go ahead.
Verse 3, and there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads.
Yep, that's kingdoms and dominions. All right? Go ahead.
And his tail drew the 3rd part of the stars of heaven.
That's Benjamin, Judah, and Levi. Okay? They ain't talking about no fallen angels, man. You know, go ahead.
And did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born.
Oh, that's what it's talking about. That's why I said it's talking about Rome in that time. Why? Because in the period, Esau was, remember we said that child is Yahweh Shah. All right? The woman is Israel. And the 12 tribes and woman being with child is basically, you know, Judah bringing forth Yahweh Shah. And that dragon getting ready to devour it. And what period of time that happened? During the Roman Empire. Okay? During the time of Herod. Alright?
And she brought forth a man-child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron.
There you go. So you know that's talking about Christ. Alright? And it said rule all nations with a rod of iron, man. Alright? Now with the magic wand with a rod of iron. And a rod of iron is used for an instrument of discipline. Of bashing your head in. Of injuring you. Alright? It's not for display. It's like these nuclear missiles, they're not for display. they use for burning people to a crisp. Okay? You got something? Yeah.
Matthew 2:16. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceeding wroth, and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem, and in all the coast thereof, from 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men.
And Salakia, I forgot to mention, bless the elect, double honors to the elders, and all praise to Yahweh by Shah, man. You know, we definitely gotta put that out there, because we got these demons out here, man. You know, so read that again, man.
Before you go in that was wrong, where you trying to slay the child that Israel brought forth. Matthew 2:16. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceeding wroth.
And Herod was an Edomite, man. Alright? He just was a mixed Edomite. Alright, go ahead.
And sent forth and slew, when he was mocked of the wise man, was exceeding wroth, and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem.
Basically, they didn't want to tell him when Christ was coming. Alright? He wanted to know. Alright? Go ahead.
And in all the coast thereof, from 2 years old and under.
Yep. So when we talk about the Lord destroying children, and you hear about Esau talking about how he loved the children, here it is. Herod sent out a decree. Herod sent out a decree to kill our children 2 years old and under, man. And they did it. Alright? So they were slaughtering little children, but you want to talk about how great Rome is, man. Alright?
According to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men.
Alright? That shows how phony Rome is, man. How cutthroat Rome is. Alright? Back in Revelation.
And how Esau like to try to upset the prophecies.
Yep. That's right. Why would Esau want to upset the prophecies? That shows that's in his nature to fight against the Most High. Alright? Go ahead.
Revelations 12:5. And she brought forth a man-child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron.
This was Yahweh Shai. Alright, go ahead.
And her child was caught up unto the Most High and to his throne.
And another thing, that man-child was brought forth by Joseph, man. Alright? Because that woman is not married. Like I keep saying, that woman represents the nation of Israel. Alright? Go ahead.
And the woman fled into the wilderness where she had the place prepared of the Most High.
Yeah, because it's twofold. Because at a point in time, that wilderness, they actually ran into actual, Africa, okay, which proves that they're dark skinned. Israelites are dark skinned, and they ran into other countries. Because then it said we shall be scattered across the four corners of the earth. Alright? And then that wilderness is also over here in America, man. I mean, we didn't run over here, but we were pushed over here. Alright? Basically, for prophecy to come to pass. Even though Esau tried to eradicate us and do genocide, put genocide upon us, we still survived it through the Most High, man. Alright?
I gotta read it.
Go ahead. Hold up.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 19, verse 22. For in all things, O Lord, thou didst magnify thy people and glorify them.
Neither thy people is Israel, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Neither didst thou lightly regard them, but didst assist them in every time and place.
Yep, and that's including America. The Lord assisted us here. Alright, the Lord assisted us here. The Lord, that when it says, as a young lion, who shall rouse him up? We got mellowed to a point because it wasn't that time. It was time to be mellowed. Alright, it wasn't the time to rouse up. Alright, so the Lord has assisted us. He's still